Welcome back to Calm Before the Storm. I was serious. And
Got
we're gonna keep going. Welcome back to Calm Before the Storm podcast. I'm Kim.
And I am Steph.
And I'm Kimberly.
Like I'm Steph. You see me right here.
Right here.
Welcome back. If you missed our last episode, you could catch it on our YouTube channel. Today is a good day. It's Tuesday. I wish Cinco de Mayo would have felt on today. It would have been Taco Tuesday.
Woohoo, that would have been amazing.
But it fell on a
Amazing.
Monday.
It was
Yep.
Margarita Mondays.
Right.
Woo-hoo.
So we
Cinco
do
de
our highs
Mayo.
and lows. So my high is definitely that Cinco de Mayo was yesterday, and I got my tacos and my margaritas, and I was good.
Oh, you even sound Mexican. I got my tacos and my
Tacos and
margaritas.
margaritas. Yes.
You still got margaritas in you? No.
Yeah.
It's running through your veins, girl. Running through your veins.
What was your high of the week?
Definitely the tacos and margaritas I had. If
Same.
y'all don't know that is like the
That's our
holiday.
That
holiday.
is like her holiday. Like
Like,
Yes.
that's
I bring my family together for this special occasion.
Yeah.
It's like a birthday for me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Mhm.
And we
It's
have a
you.
wonderful time drinking
Mhm.
margaritas and
Mhm.
just indulging in the Mexican culture.
Mhm.
We love it. That
Mhm.
is a high.
she loves it so much she got married in Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did. And it was a great time
Arriba.
there too. Yes.
Mhm.
Arriba, arriba.
Yep.
My high is I am going on a vacation with my honey
Ooh,
coming up this weekend.
that is amazing.
The daughters are gonna be like, oh God.
Well, here comes the mom guilt in that too because it is Mother's Day weekend. So I
Mhm.
Mm.
I do feel like a little bit of a dirtbag, but
They're fine.
They'll be all right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's my natural mom guilt.
Yes.
Mm.
But you know what? They got their titi who was representing for me, and she's helping me out and taking good care of them. Thank you very much.
Good.
While I go live my greatest
Right.
vacation life with my honey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So good.
With your sheen.
With your sheen cart,
I
girl.
got
They
a
said
few extras from my last
they said
my last
sheen's going
vacation with
up.
my honey.
They said
Thank
Oh, I
God
sheen
I
already
bought my
purchased.
summer clothes.
Oh,
Me
you
too.
purchased it before the sheen prices went up?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Remember we went on vacation
Our
before.
trip
Mhm.
prior. Yes.
Full of a Sheen luggage. Okay, we a little
Full.
bougie in certain things, but the Sheen outfits does it.
Hello. It's bougie. Okay. That's bougie.
Yeah.
Mhm. Kim,
So
what was your high?
Cinco de Mayo. It's my favorite holiday too. This is this is like a national holiday for us. So it was
yes,
super exciting. Not that it was a Monday, but we'll get the extra day from the weekend. So it was just amazing.
and that it's our anniversary of really
Yes.
putting the steps into this podcast.
Podcast.
I know we've been celebrating a lot of doing this podcast on these last episodes, but it's a major milestone for us. So
Mhm.
please
Yep.
celebrate with us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
My low, I wish we could have got together for Cinco de Mayo because last
Yeah.
year we had a good time,
We had
but
so much fun.
next year,
Yeah.
hopefully it won't fall on a,
Oh, is it gonna be a Tuesday?
it probably is.
Ooh,
We got to
maybe
make it
Taco
happen.
Tuesday.
Yes,
Definitely
We
make
got
it
to make it
happen.
happen.
Yes.
Yes. Mhm.
Steph, what was your low?
What is my low? Um, that I had a little too many margaritas. It was a little rough in the morning, but
Right.
we here now.
Right.
Yes. You
Kim.
got to
Yeah.
learn when to say last margarita, Stephanie.
What's that song? Give me one margarita.
Right, right.
That is definitely me. I only get
Right.
half a margarita tag retarded, but whatever.
Hmm.
Depends where you go. Depends where you
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen me misbehave quite a few times
go.
in my life, so
Yeah, it's okay.
it's okay. It's a great time.
It
Yes.
is.
Kim, what's your love?
Mine is a high and a low. It's a low because my dad and my stepmom are on their way to Dominican Republic, and I so wish that I could be stuck in their luggage. Um, so they are heading for vacation, but it's a high because I want my dad to travel as much as possible. So he needs to enjoy retirement. But the low is that I'm not there with them.
Yes.
I
Yes.
know. So Mother's Day is this weekend. Happy Mother's Day to you, ladies.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
thank
Early,
you.
early Mother's Day. And so our episode's gonna be on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
What are what things do you love about your mom? Let's start off with that.
I'll
Okay.
let you take that one, Steph.
Yes. So, um, I love my mom is so cool, honestly. I feel like she's really down. I love that about her that she's down to earth. She could be a little high strung, don't get me wrong, but in like certain things, like she's the one that taught my kids how to freaking twerk. That should say a lot about my mother, you know? Like I love that she's that cool, you know?
Mm.
Hmm.
And she's like one of my biggest cheerleaders. She always, got my back basically. If I'm stressed or whatever, I'll call her and she'll, I Stephanie.
I love it. Once you hear that, Stephanie, you know.
Yes.
Hmm.
And you?
Me?
Me?
Kim. Kim.
Okay. I'll
Anybody?
I'll go last.
um So like my mom is like literally my best friend. We're always together. We always do everything. And she will go to the club with me. Yes, she will. And I have no problem with taking her.
Right.
We go to happy hour. Like we literally do everything together. Like we're a package deal. My husband knew that.
Mm,
I'm like, I'm really close to my mom. But it wasn't always like that,
right.
growing up. In your teenage years, you're like, I just want to be with my friends. And I always like I told Steph, I told your girls, like, wait until you get older. You're gonna be right back wanting to do stuff with your mom. You may think you
And
want to
I'm
hang out with
cool.
your
I'm
friends.
just saying, no.
Amen. Me too. That's what I tell my kids. How could you have any problems with me?
Right. Like
Me? I'm so fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't realize that when we were young, and then now
Hmm.
it's like everything's like, Mom, what do we do?
I
Yeah.
Ma,
agree.
they be like those things on TikTok, like, Ma, how do I make this appointment?
Right?
That would be
Yes.
That's
me.
my daughter.
That
That's
would be
my daughter
me.
with
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So no, she's literally my best friend, and I just love her.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think for me, I'll give my mom the appreciation and the gratitude for being here. Because obviously without her carrying me to full term, I wouldn't be here. So I'll give her a shout out for that. But an actual mother figure, I'll have to really give it to my aunt Anita. Um, and I don't say this again. I know people are going to watch this, and I'm not trying to be at all rude. If anybody asked me, even the Lord came down and asked me, I would give the same response. This is
Mhm.
just how I feel. This is my feeling.
You don't have to
Um,
explain. This is your
Right.
just
truth,
in case,
honey. Go
right?
ahead.
So yeah, I give her appreciation for me being here, being in the world. But when it comes to a mother figure and someone like you all have expressed with your moms, it would have to go to my aunt Anita. She has been my like rock from the beginning. And she will come to the club with me. She will sit at happy hour with me. She will allow me to come in her house like a bat out of hell and cry it all out and give me the best advice in the world.
Hmm.
She will be that person to tell you you're wrong when you think you're right. So I got to give my aunt Anita that, she's my best friend, and my grandma Wanda, who is my stepmom, she has taken that role of mom the last 4 years and just been my guidance and a lot of stuff. So those are my two people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lucky
Um,
to have so many.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Are there any traditions see, like with me, like stuff, you know how our family, like your mom likes to cook and stuff. So for me, I would think sometimes like, what are some of the traditions that like, or like cooking recipes that we can pass down to like our kids? So I was always like wanting to learn from your mom because she's like the cook out of the family. So I'd be
Yeah.
like, all right, show me how to make Spanish sofrito. Write it
Mm,
down.
Yeah.
Like I got my little recipe book of like recipes I got from her. or my grandmother, I would, before she passed, I would like, what are certain things that I can just pass down? So do
Mm.
you have anything that you ladies, from anyone, that you wanted to pass down to your kids?
Um,
Sunday dinners is huge for my aunt. That's something that's been since we were really young that I could remember. Sunday dinners are huge, and baking. So she would
Mhm.
always do Sunday dinner, like do the meal prepping. Yeah, she'll
Mhm.
ask you for your help and stuff, but she'll take care of the food. But when it came to baking, all the kids would be at the table and they each had to do something to help bake
mhm.
the dessert. So that was huge. That's something that I've held for since I was like 5, 6 years old. So that's something I take from her because I do the same with the kids.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like you said, my mom cooks, loves to cook a lot. Um, she's dedicated to her Spanish food, though. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't
Mhm.
do a mixture of things, but it's all very delicious.
Yeah.
Um, so that I learned her recipes, and
Mm.
like she would always make something specific for Thanksgiving, something specific. So I take that from her. Like I take Thanksgiving, it's a big deal for me, and I like to cook beni. She showed me how to make that. Um, Christmas, the way she used to celebrate, I carry that. She
Mhm.
doesn't like to celebrate it like she used to,
Mhm.
but I try to carry it for her and
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
That's
that's like my mom. Like she's big on holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like
yes,
sometimes she needs to rest, but she'd be like, "No, I got to do it. I want everything to look nice." So like
yes,
that's just me. I realized that I'm the same way. And she'd be
yes,
like,
Mm.
"But you sometimes you can't do it either." I'm like, "It's fine. We're gonna get it done, and
yes,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have a great time. We'll deal with whatever we got to deal with after, but we're gonna do it." But she's
yeah,
big on holidays and decorating outside the house and inside the house. So I just love with that time with her.
That's
yes.
awesome.
That. And we used to do. Me and my mom used to do girl dates.
Mm-hmm.
Just go out to lunch, or she loves to shop, take her shopping. So I try to
Right.
do that with my kids too. Like we have mommy daughter dates. Sometimes it's more frequent than others. Sometimes it's hard to get them in, but I try to
Mm-hmm.
keep that tradition going because she did it with
Yes.
me. And then when I had my daughters, even when they were little tiny ones, she would be like, "Up, come on, let's have a girls' day."
Mm-hmm.
All the girls go out. So I love
Mm-hmm.
having that time with her.
That
Yeah.
was my next question. Like, are there things that you pass down to your girls?
That, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And she's passed down the cooking to one of my daughters, Sanaya. Sanaya loves. They both know how to cook. I feel like Sanaya wants to look up recipes and this that. Like she's a little bit more
Mm.
passionate about it.
Yeah.
And then she'll call her. They'll both call her and be like, "Lela, how do you make this?" So I
Hmm.
love that
Mm.
they do that too.
Yeah, I just like the idea of having that. Like it was taught to her, so then passing it down to
Yeah,
you, and then passing it. Like I just love
yeah.
Right.
that tradition. So I guess we want to play our game.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
So I
okay.
decided, okay, what can we do for Mother's Day special? What are some phrases that your mom has told you? It doesn't even have to be your mom. It could be you heard from someone else or something. It's like common phrases that you heard growing up. And so
Mm.
you're gonna only tell us like a little bit of the phrase, and then the rest of us will try to figure it out.
All
Okay.
right.
All right? Okay.
I don't think my mom told me this or a mother figure for that, but it's something I used to be taunted with as a young kid, and now I hear my daughters with it, so I die. You all, I'm sure, have heard of it. So it goes, don't step on the,
Crack, or
and there's
you'll
more.
break your mother's back.
So that's my first one.
But
The
wait, so
next,
like what was like where did that come from? Like
okay,
what was
so
it implied to?
so I remember in kindergarten, and I will never forget this. In kindergarten, this kid, so like my grandmother would bring me to school. So my grandmother's she was a little older at that point already. So everybody else's moms were young.
Hmm.
Everyone thought this was my mom because she always brought me to school. And so this kid like bullied me in kindergarten by the slide and was like, don't step on the crack or you're gonna break Kim's mom's back. And I was like, oh my God, traumatized. Like break my like nobody. And I remember being so like, don't step on the cracks. Like you're gonna break my grandmother's back. It's my grandma, like not my mom. And like they taunted me with this so much because she was the oldest, like that would bring
Aw,
us to school. So
That's so messed
that
up.
started, it was so traumatic. And then as you
I'm
get
not
older, you joke
laughing.
around. I know you're not laughing at me, you're laughing with me. But then as you get older, you're just foolish and like, don't step on a crack, you break your mother's back. And I remember telling it to my grandmother. She was very Spanish and like
Mm.
didn't
Yeah.
understand, like, what are you talking about in Spanish? Like, you gonna break my back. And then I got mad at her one time on our way to the grocery
You
store and I
stepped on a
stepped on the
crack?
crack. So
Oh
this has stayed with me my whole life because I was taunted with it at first. Then I taunted my grandmother with it. And now I hear Journey, like Journey will sit here like step on a crack and I'll break mom's back. And like, mom, don't make me step on the crack. I'm like, girl, you ain't gonna break my back. So that's where that came from.
oh my God. That's
Yes.
That's
And
hilarious.
then my second one is never dim.
your
Someone else's
light.
light?
Ooh, yes. So never dim your light for anyone else. And that is
Yeah.
something that my Aunt Anita has always told me.
Aw,
Nice.
that's a
Yes.
good one.
So
Those are
those are
all
my
very
two.
nice ones.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
so kind.
All
Yes.
right.
My aunt
Okay,
was the
mine
same.
is I'll give you something.
To cry about.
Yeah.
That's what I had too. That's why they sisters.
Yes. That's more my
That
dad's
is
thing.
why
My
they are
dad always.
sisters.
Yes.
Yep.
Mine was like, stop all that crying before I give you something to cry about.
Cry
After you
about.
done whacked me already, but whatever.
You still
Hmm.
crying? Yes.
Yes. Okay. See, we on the same page.
That's how you
Yes.
know we related.
Yep.
Yes. My mother also in Spanish, she used to say it in Spanish, that basically birds of a feather flock together.
Back
Tell me
together.
who your friends are, and I'll
And I tell you
tell
who.
you who
Yep.
you are.
Yep.
Mm.
And I used to get so mad at her,
Mad.
so
Mad.
mad, like
But
Yes.
now you like, I get
you
it.
don't hang around those people because I get it, and I tell that to my kids all the time. I be like,
Right.
be your friends. I'll show you who you are. You getting upset when you get in trouble messing with these people because that's
Mm.
Right.
what they do.
Yeah.
So yes,
Um, Mine is stay out of.
Trouble.
stay out of
Stay out of the closet, the
gossip,
basement.
watching chick,
Gossip. One
Stay
chin
out of
shit.
grown folks' conversations.
Oh.
Yes, yes,
They always used to be like, but mom, let me stay out of grown
Say
folks. I'm
yes,
like, but I'm just asking a question.
yes.
yes, yes. That's a good one.
So that was a big one.
Yeah.
And then I had, this is not something like my mom said, but if your friends jump off a,
Cliff or
Bridge, are you
bridge.
gonna
Are
jump
you gonna
too?
do it too?
Yes,
Yeah.
um,
yes, yes. These
she used to
moms.
tell me, stop poking out your lip or your lip's gonna stay. And I used to be like,
Me too. I would do the cross-eyed thing. Like,
Yes,
you better stop that before y'all stay like that.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
When they roll their eyes, yep.
Yep.
Your eyes are
so
gonna
do
get
you catch
stuck.
yourself saying some of this to your kids?
I
Yes,
do. I do.
yes,
I do. We have
all of
taken
it.
that and used it.
Every
Yes.
and then I catch myself like, oh my God, I sound just like mommy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, hi, mom. Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, mom. Mom rollers. Thank you. Thank you for all this
Yes,
greatness.
definitely. They are
Um,
funny.
yeah, so that's our game.
What so yeah, Mother's Day for some people is just another day, right? Some mothers believe every day should be Mother's Day because we
Every
do the
day,
damn
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but as I've gotten older, I've come to like, oh, you should make it special. Just, yeah, every day show appreciation, but that one day, because it is the
Right.
title of the day, you make it special. What do you guys do for your moms, or what would you like from your kids on this day? Like, what does a great Mother's Day look like to you all?
That's a great
Um,
question.
for me, I like to cook breakfast for her. And
Mm,
we always take her out to dinner.
okay.
This year we can't. But I'll be cooking a good dinner.
Okay.
Hmm.
I for myself, I we go to like this, they take me out, my kids and my husband take me out to my favorite Mexican restaurant every year, same place. Um,
Mm,
and it has it's funny because they're not big Mexican food fans, funny enough. Um, so they make sure they take me out on Mother's Day. But this one place that I love to go to, they always have a live singer artist somehow. And it's always a guitar, and it's when I tell you loud, like you in the club, but you in the restaurant.
You like
mm.
yelling like, "Can I get
And
Right.
I love
a
it. And it's all Spanish music. And my
Hmm.
husband and my kids, they're not really into my kids are a little bit into the Spanish, but whatever. And they always sit us next to the artist playing, and my husband is in there like
He's just looking around like, let's just get through
the
this
speakers right
dinner."
here, boom, 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 and I'm like,
Oh,
yes,
And Stephanie's like, it's Mother's Day for
day,
me.
right. Ooh.
and everybody else is like, okay, are we almost done yet? Because the noise.
Right.
Then we leave, and they're like, oh my God, finally I can hear.
Hmm.
But that is one of my. I love to do that. I love to go like keep a tradition, I guess, in a
Hmm.
sense.
Hmm.
So we do that. Then it depends. Since I like to shop, maybe we'll go to like one of my favorite stores or something.
Okay.
And just chill and relax with them for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
nothing too crazy because I feel like because it's Mother's Day, everywhere else is so crazy and crowded.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to like these big main restaurants.
Yep.
Nobody's thinking about tacos.
Hmm.
For my
No.
husband, we do Buffalo Wild Wings because nobody's thinking about going to these low end. Not that it's
Yep.
low end, but your regular schmegular every day. Let me
Yeah.
go get
Hmm.
something to eat. But those are our favorites, so we going.
Right. Right.
So
What
we don't
about
have
you?
to wait so long.
What about you, Kim?
The girls know, like, I just want the day to rest. Let
Hmm.
me rest. I just want to sit in a good pair of pajamas, chanclas, and rest, and make sure we have champagne and orange juice because I want mimosas around the clock.
Mm,
I'm good to
love
go.
it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm good to go.
Love it. Yes.
Yeah, I think like see my dad's big on like traditions and growing up we would go to my grandmother's house for Mother's
Mm,
Day, and so he just likes doing something, going out to eat, or that's
okay.
that's on Mother's Day, Father's Day, everything.
Right.
Easter, like we just do that tradition. So I like that, and I know I will pass
That's
that down to
awesome.
my kids as well.
Right.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. See,
Yep.
this year's a little different from me since we going away on a
Mm-hmm.
vacation. So like I said, I have that mom guilt inside. Also for my mother, because I'm not gonna go out with her on Mother's
Mm,
Day, which isn't that new either, because it's we live in different states, but um so I always make it up to her. Like it may not be on Mother's Day sometimes, or if I have had to work on Mother's Day, because that happens a lot of
right.
times too. Um, I'll make it up like the following weekend or the weekend before, and we try to do something then. But she doesn't really like. My mom's like A type on a schedule, so if you're not
Mm,
at dinner by a certain time, she's rather be at home cooking herself
Hmm.
a meal.
right. Right.
So just spending time with her works for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we do wish you safe travels on your trip.
Yes,
Thank
honey.
you. Thank
And
you
Happy
very much.
Mama's Day to all the mamas.
yes,
Yes, I'll be
um,
sipping bright and early on Mother's Day. Celebrate.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna take in a sunrise. That's my
Yes.
goal.
all
Yes.
right. So Kim, you have the quote?
Yes, I do. So, let me take it from my thing. One moment, please.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay. A mother is one who can take the place of all others, but whose place no one else can take. That is unknown.
Ooh, good
Okay.
job.
And shout out to
Yes.
the stepmoms, that
Yes.
come in and
Yep.
take on the role. And they do really.
Aunties that play mommy sometimes.
Hmm.
Aunties, stepmoms, grandmas,
Yes.
everybody. Everybody,
Yes.
everybody.
Village. Thank
The
you.
Um,
village. Correct.
because sometimes, the situation might not be ideal, but you come in and you do the damn thing and the kids
That's right.
love you. So
Yeah.
shout
That's
out to
right.
you.
Yes.
Yep.
Um, and once again, happy Mother's Day to the both of you. Happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy
And
Mother's Day,
Steph,
everyone.
let's close the show.
Yes, again,
Woo-hoo.
happy Mother's Day to everyone. I hope you all enjoy this lovely Mother's Day.
And to
Um,
the dog moms, because I'm a dog
To
mom.
the
Happy
dog
Mother's
moms.
Mother's Day to the dog mommies. Yes, get it, girl. Um, we want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Calm Before the Storm Podcast. If you want us to talk about something, please, please, please email us at the calm before the storm at gmail.com. Um, and we'll see you next time,
We'll
people.
see you
Yes.
next time.
Bye.
Oh, so we're
Bye.
gonna take a
Oh,
little break, but we'll be back in like
yes.
3 weeks. We'll be back. So listen out for us. Put the notifications on your Instagram and your Facebook and your TikTok to know when we're coming back. But we'll be back real soon. So we'll see
Yes,
you
Yes.
next
and we'll
time.
see you on social media. We're gonna pop up.
Yes.
Yes,
We
we're gonna
will.
pop up.
We're
So
gonna pop
Yes.
listen
up.
out. Thank you again to everyone for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.